Y is representative of a large number of small and medium towns that are below 100,000 population.
So when we started work in Y, the ground situation was that the septic tanks were there in Y, but they were not being desludged regularly. They were being desludged at an interval of 8 to 10 years. And then that septage was taken to the dump site where it was being dumped in the open.
Y Council recognized that sanitation is a public service that has to be provided to the citizens.
A council resolution was passed to implement scheduled desludging, involve private operators, levy sanitation tax, and allocate land for a fecal sludge treatment plant.
There was not much experience in India in what we tried to introduce in Y, what is called scheduled desludging, which means that all tanks will be emptied once in 3 years in Y.
वायचे 3 झोन केलेले आहेत ABC आणि एक झोन झाला की सेकंड झोन थर्ड झोन. दर 3 वर्षातून प्रत्येक सेफ्टी टँक हा उपसला जाणार आहे.
नगरपालिकेनं टेंडर काढलेलं ते आम्ही भरलं आणि ते आम्हाला मिळालं. शेड्यूल एम्प्टिंगमुळे ना आपण एका घराच्या खर्चामध्येच 7 घरांचा खर्च त्यातच होतो. त्याच्यामुळे नगरपालिकेला पण फायदा, कंपनीला पण फायदा आणि गाडीचं जे पेट्रोल आहे ते पण बचत होते.
So what this council did, that they did an outcome based contract wherein the private sector based on the performance would be getting paid. So in case they attain only 70% of the target, they were only getting paid for the 70%.
The contract also introduced specific measures to ensure that the service was provided in an appropriate manner. We worked with the local government in Y to introduce the notion of an escrow account. So a tripartite agreement between the local government, a local bank and the private sector that was selected. The escrow account has 3 months of additional funding always available as a reserve fund. So this makes it easier and hopefully likely to reduce the delays in payments that may happen from the local governments.
We realize that financing is very important. State government, the private sector, the CSR route from corporates. This is the capital expenses, but we recognize that the operational expenses essentially come from the cities themselves.
The city levied a sanitation tax, and against that they are provided this service once in 3 years.
We've named this as a performance-linked annuity model that has been developed for schedule emptying.
मे 2018 पासून शेड्यूल डिस्लजिंग रेग्युलरली चालू आहे. त्या अर्थाने एका वर्षामध्ये 2000 इतके सेप्टिक टँक स्वच्छ केले जाणार आहेत, जे पूर्वी संख्या फक्त 100-150 वगैरे होती वर्षाला.
Y is the first town in India to implement scheduled desludging and treat collected waste in a safe manner.